Hello there, welcome to Genesis Models. My name's Bobby Waldron and this is the Genesis Models show December 2014. Now what we've got coming up in the show is we're going to be having a look at a nice product review of a jigsaw from hobbycolours.com. We're also going to have a nice little discussion on the Phantom group build because that is coming to an end, so we've got to be looking into voting for the next group build, for the winners of the Phantom group build. We've also got November's competition and what the next competition prize is going to be here at Genesis Models for December. So let's get on with the show. So what is the situation here at Genesis Models? Well, sadly this is going to be a bit of a short show, and the reason for that is because we've moved into the new workshop. Hopefully, as you can see behind me, you know, we're all in. You know, I've got rid of the wooden shelves. I've just kept the one just to keep a few paints. I'm literally living out of the boxes. I've got boxes all underneath here full of paints and everything. You know, so at the moment it's been a bit of a rush to sort of get in here into the new workshop, and I've literally been going down to the nose with you know, all sorts of builds. I've just managed to finish the Mosquito just in time to get that final episode released on Friday. So you know, this is why it's going to be a bit of a short show, because I do need to crack on with our Sherman tank right here. I've literally, what you've seen in episode 2 is where I am right here, right there. So I need to sort of get cracking on that straight after the show to get your episodes up for next Friday. Same goes for the Victory. I've just managed to actually get the second episode of that all filmed. I've got to edit that and get that up for next Friday as well. And with the Mosquito, which is just up here in the glass cabinet here, that is finished, so we're going to be looking at probably the end of December-ish the next video build here at Genesis Models. Personally, I am thinking the new Great Wall Hobbies F15C, or maybe even Eddard's Spitfire 148 scale. You know, pop a post or something, maybe what you would like to see or something like that. I'm kind of thinking that, but we'll see when we get there, because to be honest with you, I want to get this Sherman actually finished. I've also got just over here in a box the MiG-21, which still needs to be sprayed up, so I've got quite a bit to do. So for December I'm basically going to be catching up with doing all these builds and sort of getting that. I like to have video footage in advance, and I want to do that because come January, right, we're going to be doing the sort of the decorating side to the new workshop. I mean, I've still got to put the rest of the plasterboards up, more soundproofing, skimming it, electrics, that kind of stuff, and hopefully you know, maybe it would probably be the February show. I'll have maybe some new desks all built up with the new shelves and lighting and all that kind of stuff. So you know, fingers crossed we'll get there. So sorry about this being a short show, but hopefully, you know, it'll all be worth it in the end. Well, it should be worth it all in the end. So let's just have a little product review of this new jigsaw from hobbycolours.com. Hello there, welcome to Genesis Models. My name's Bobby Waldron, and in this video we're going to have a nice quick little product review of a jigsaw. Now this product is from hobbycolours.com, a nice website. I do believe they're based in Greece, but they do have a lot of nice products, and this is something that they've developed themselves. They've actually developed quite a few products of their own recently, and they are rather interesting and quite unique in some ways. And this little jigsaw here, this metal jigsaw, I mean, you look at it first, to be totally utterly honest, you know, my first impressions when I looked at it was it looks a bit flimsy, and I was like, oh, you know, that tiny little blade here, you know, that's going to break pretty quickly. But when you actually hold it and feel it, it really does feel very, very, you know, very, very strong actually. Even this little blade, I mean, you feel it, and it's actually, you know, that's not going anywhere, and it's not going to break very easily. You know, which is, you know, as I say, a bit surprising, considering it looks a little bit flimsy. You do get also a spare blade with it. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to, you know, have a quick little, you know, see how this works. So I'm just getting, you know, our little test kit here, and what we're going to do, we're just going to make a nice little saw, right? As you can see there, nicely sawing into it. Once we get going, you know, I'm just lightly pressing on it, and it's just going through that rather nicely, and I'm able to keep a nice sort of straight line as well while I do it. Right, and as you can see, it gives us a nice, fine, sharp, straight cut, and it looks maybe about 1 mil wide, which is what it cuts out. Now I do have other saws as well. This is what I used to use, and to be honest with you, this is what I'm going to be using now, the new Hobby Colours one. I used to use this one, and this one, you know, we basically saw the same, but what I never liked about this actual saw is that I can only cut that deep, right? That's it, you know, because once I've cut that deep, you know, you hit this bit here and that's it, that's as far as you can go. Whereas at least with this one, you know, we've got more of a cutting depth, so to speak. You know, I mean, admittedly this saw is a bit finer, but I mean, if you wanted to do like fine cutting, maybe you wanted to, you know, somewhere where you need it to be a nice thinner, finer cut, I'd come along with our what is it, the cmkkits.com nice micro saw here, which you'll see the difference when I cut into this. This is really good for those sort of delicate sort of areas, which is why I like to use this. And hopefully you can see this is like mega micro saw. You can just almost hardly see where we've sawn into that, just there. Hopefully, as you can see. So you know, you want a couple of different saws for different applications. You know, you got your micro saw here, you know, and this is really good for, you know, kind of heavy duty sawing, and when I mean heavy duty, I mean heavy duty in a modelling scale, so, you know, big blocks of like So that was a nice little tool review of a jigsaw from Hobby Colours. We'll be you know, releasing the full version as usual throughout December. Not only that, I did get sent quite a few things from Hobby Colours, and you know, there's loads of stuff like paintbrush cleaners, liquid putty. We've even got like paint remover stuff. Interestingly as well, we've got this sort of like Tamiya style kind of tape, which if you know Tamiya tape, it's really expensive, but this stuff is like mega cheap, and it just seems exactly like the Tamiya tape. The only thing I can say is, what I do like is like the Tamiya tapes that come in. They come in these nice little dispensers, and you can just so easily just pull and rip and that kind of stuff. That is the big advantage Tamiya's got over Hobby Colours tape, but then Hobby Colours tape is like mega cheap compared to Tamiya. So there'll probably be some products reviews of them coming along. There's also some nice books as well. They're a nice read, so you know, it is worth going to have a look at hobbycolours.com. Plus they've got a really nice range of the can paint, so you know, stay tuned to see some of that. Now the next thing up is the Phantom group build. Now that comes to an end on the 14th, so sadly, if you haven't finished by the 14th, you know, you can't be entered in for the competition. It doesn't mean you can't finish it, you know, you can still keep posting your build pictures, and then your final reveals, we all still want to see them, and I'm sure you want to see them completed as well, but you just won't be entered in for the competition, which I've just got the prizes just behind me here. We have, you know, Hasegawa's Apache, we've got the Eddard's Hellcat and Eddard's LA5 prizes. You also do get a t-shirt, and I will be doing some nice trophies for that. Now, what I've decided actually is for me not to vote for the winners, because I mean really the work that has been put in, and some of those F4 Phantoms are absolutely amazing. So what I've decided to do, I've decided to set up 3 posts, right, with 3 separate lots of voting. So there'll be a post up there on the forum for the best overall, and you will vote who you think is the best overall Phantom. So you guys get to do the voting. There'll be also another voting for what was it now, the most original, you vote for that, and the best newcomer, you guys vote for that. So on the 15th, so you know, a day after the Phantom group build finishes, I want you guys to vote who's going to be the winner, and I will announce the winner in the January 2015 Genesis model show. So you've got basically about 2 weeks to nicely vote who you want to be the winner. You've also got someone else to vote for as well, because with the group build coming to an end, we want to start up a new group build. So I'll be opening up the polls as well on the 15th for the next group build here. Actually, no, do you know what, I'll open them up as soon as I've done this video actually. So it'll be around about the 1st or the 2nd of December. I'll open up for voting for what is going to be the next group build here at Genesis Models, and I'll probably give you a bit of time to sort of vote for that and to sort of get this group build out the way. So probably February's Genesis Model show, we will announce you know, what you guys have voted. Now if you want to vote for it or suggest one, just put up a post in the group build suggestion section on the forum and just ask for anything. I mean any subject. It can be a particular aircraft, a particular war or theatre, or armour, ships, absolutely anything. You know, you can suggest anything you want. It's just you guys vote for which one you want. So the ones who get the most, obviously, that is going to be the next group build here at Genesis Models. So that is that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to be announcing who's going to be the November competition winner. So let's have a look at who is the November 2014 competition winner here at Genesis Models. Now, after doing a random generation program, running down the thread, I came to Doobs 1106. So congratulations to you. You are the November 2014 competition winner here at Genesis Models, and you are the winner of the P39LN Provi Pack by Eddard and the new Supermarine Spitfire Mark 5B by Airfix 148 scale. So I'll give you an email, and I will then ship this out to you free of charge after getting your mailing address. So what is going to be the next prize here for our December? Now, because it's Christmas, I thought I'd throw in a nice big prize. Right, so going through my stash to something that I really wanted to build, and I'm just not finding the time. I probably will sometime in the future, but here it is. It is Tamiya's Lancaster B Mark 1/3 bomber, and it is 148 scale, so this thing is absolutely massive. I also did buy for this a load of nice photo etches, a really nice set of photo etching there by Eddard, which really kind of jazzes it up rather nice. It is also the pre-painted canopies ones as well, so that saves you a hell of a lot of messing about. So very nice kit there. To be in it to win it, you know, the same as usual, go to the Genesis Models forum. In the competition section you'll see December's 2014 competition, and in there simply make a post of "count me in, please count me in," whatever, something to that effect, and you're just entered, and I will announce the winner in the January show, just the same as I've just done it here for November's competition. Now sadly we've come to the end of the show, you know, and you know, because I've really got to get on with this Sherman, you know, that is it. So sorry about that, but I really do hope you have a really nice Christmas and get all those presents you want, and a nice happy new year. Last note as well before I go is for the January show it might be a day or two late, and that's probably because I'm probably got a big hangover from New Year. So I hope you have a nice New Year. So until then, my name's Bobby Waldron, this is Genesis Models, and I hope you've enjoyed.